Hi there, welcome back to Q's Nursery, and I'm going to be talking about a subject which is I think quite difficult, which is trying to encourage kids into growing their own food. And so I'm just going to go a brief overview. Hopefully it's brief. I've got quite a bit in here of tips and tricks that should hopefully work from my own experiences and a lot of research. So here is my soft fruit patch. I've like 300 plants still left to all pot up and everything. I've got a stall at some open evening or some open day, some point 16th of June. So I'm just trying to pot everything up so then they can get used to the pots. If you can see that, they sort of wilt a bit and then in 2 days they'll pick up a bit. So instead of leaving it last minute, I got to make sure that the plants look as healthy as they can be. So starting off, it's important, in my opinion, by encouraging children to grow their own vegetables, it will make them more interested in how they grow, and then hopefully it will make them into eating them more. If they love their own vegetables, this will hugely help towards their fibre a day. And because of all these preservatives and chemicals now put in food nowadays, I think that's one of the main reasons that cancer has become so popular. And John Kohler at growingyourgreens.com, he has a great video there saying that his solution to cancer is organic gardening, and I'm completely behind that, and I think it's really good. And I will be doing some more research into seeing the best foods possible to stopping cancer. Anyway, also in my opinion, children should be taught how to grow their own food from a young age, and this is because they're a bit like a seedling. The older they get, the more mature they get and the more open they are to the world. And so basically it's like me, I didn't know anything better. All I knew was gardening, and then suddenly I was all on the internet, all technology and everything, and I'm one of the culprits of modern day, but I try and combine the both as much as I can. So yeah, I really do like technology, but the best thing to do is to start at a young age before they get before it gets too late and before they lose their passion and everything. So you adults, parents, guardians, family, aunts, uncles, anything, teachers as well, this is for teachers, this will be good. You need to set an example as well by growing beside them and helping them out, because don't just tell them to go to the vegetable garden, you've got to actually show them and show how much fun it is and everything. And one thing that will make it fun for kids is if they can, you buy say a selection of 10-15 fruit and vegetables that you can grow quite easily, and then tell them to choose 5 that they like, buy the seeds and then grow them, and then the kids, they'll be much more interested in growing the seeds, and then when they grow the seeds they'll have the fruit, and then they'll be much more likely to eat that fruit and veg rather than just shop bought fruit. So it is a big problem trying to actually get kids these days to eat fruit. So if you set an example from a very young age, from about 3 onwards at least, because sometimes when they're 8, they know what they do and don't like, and they'll just set their mind that they don't like it. There's lots of people in my school who just hate all fruits and vegetables, and they just don't understand how unhealthy it is and how much damage it gives them mentally and physically. So also add colour. Children really like colours, bright, vivid colours that really stand out. I mean, humans are naturally attracted to brighter colours like oranges and bright blues, and just apart from green. I mean, green like this is a really nice colour, but I think the children, from my experience, we just like to look at really colourful things. So to help this, you can get lots of edible flowers. So I've got a little list here. Edible flowers like primroses, white clover, that's basically a weed because it grows around us in the fields and everything. Also nasturtiums, those are very good because they're an annual, and then I think they're annual, I'm sorry if I get this wrong, and then you plant the seed, and then you can eat all the leaves and the flowers, and then save the seeds again and grow it exactly the same next year. It's so easy, it's so simple, and they're really quite tasty. Borage is also a herb, and that has nice, usually some small blue flowers, and also cornflowers. So then moving on, you need to try and make it even more interesting by doing some do-it-yourself projects, like making a little worm farm, and just also making a compost bin, and then they can see how the whole life cycle works of growing the food from seed, and then you compost it, and then you use the compost to grow the next fruit from seed. So that's really important, I think. Also another thing that I came up with, which might seem a bit silly in some cases, I think it's a bit silly, but it could work, and I'm sure it will do. For like really young children like toddlers, age 2 to 3, maybe 4, but that's getting a bit old. Just pretend that the plants are your pets. Pretend that they're animals. Just tell them they are living things. They don't think they're living things because all they do is grow very small, and they don't talk or do anything all day. So if you can like tell them that they're like your pets, it'll make them want to care for them a bit more. It'll make them want to just go in and weed, feed them with nice fertilizers, and then collect them even more. Like the pet gives them something back. Like if you have a dog, the way it gives back to you is that you have lots of fun with it, and you just like throw balls and have a lot of fun time together. So that's exactly the same with this. You help it and it'll give you back fruit and vegetables, which I think that's quite a good, clever aspect, but I wouldn't mind your thoughts about that funny idea. So back to the colour. Strawberries here. We have them more green around the outside, but we're getting lots of nice young flowers here, and we're gonna sort of train the runners. Here's a runner here into the middle, and I'll show you that with another video, because strawberries just spread so easily, but strawberries are really good, really nice colour. Also beetroot's nice, and carrots, so just like cool colours like that. Also pumpkins and eggplants, aubergines, those will be very good for adding colour and interesting, make it interesting for the child. So if lots of children these days are really impatient. I'm one of them. I'm very impatient. I like to have things like done really quickly. But yeah, if they want quick sowing, quick growing fruits and veg, I highly advise radishes, because they grow in like 5 to 6 weeks, and you can get them in other colours as well, like white radishes and also purple radishes. So those only take 6 weeks, as well as salads. Salads are really good as well, and I highly advise salads because they're really healthy, and you can juice them as well as other things. I'm hopefully going to buy a juicer, or get a juicer for Christmas, because it's really good, and I just hope that I can just grow more fruits and veg just for juicing, because it's really healthy for you. Also on the healthy side, I've given up on coffee. When I make my coffee, I usually have 2 teaspoons full of sugar, but instead I'm just drinking herbal teas, and I think the healthier you get, the less prone you are to getting cancer and other horrible diseases. You can have it, I know you can have it, but I'm just trying to be more healthy. Don't think I'm a fanatic about it, but I'm just trying to do my bit, cutting down. So back to the DIY, you can make your own containers. My mum did this because she's a teacher. She taught at school, and she decorated flower pots with stickers, acrylics, crayons, and the children really liked doing that, and then they would grow sunflowers in it, so they would think that they created it and made the plants happier by making a brighter, fresher, more colourful container. So that'll be good. Tomatoes are a very simple, quite a long time to grow, but I think children will get a lot out of it, even though they might not want to try them. Just tell them it's not going to kill you, and just tell them how it's like magic for your body, because tomatoes are like red heroes. They have so many vitamins in them and nutrients. Just like with any fruit or vegetable, just say you're eating magic, because you're eating really good things for your body. So hopefully that will help them to actually eat their own foods. So also cook the food as well. Jamie Oliver and Hugh Finley-Whittingstall, they have really good TV programs and also books that make vegetarian dishes much nicer. And I say just add in lots of meat as well, because meat's nice, but this is mainly with grain, fruit and vegetables, so there are lots of really great, fun, interesting things that you can do that are really tasty. So cook with them. If they really like them, it will make them want to grow even more food next year. And then use senses, like you have 5 senses: hear, look, see, touch, smell and taste. Senses are really good in like herbs. Herbs are good, so strawberries, so like you can feel the texture of a plant, and then you can smell what strawberries are like, and then you can also taste them, taste how sweet they are. You can also see how they grow, and you can't quite hear them. You can hear some carrots boiling away in a pot, so it's basically 4 of your senses used. And so basically having a small herb garden with like lavender, rosemary, thyme, oregano, parsley, those are really good to help teach the child about senses, which is learning through playing basically, so that's really important. Don't worry, I've almost finished. Then you gotta be consistent. You gotta, instead of just like grow something for a month and then completely forget about it, the child will then just lose interest right away. It's gotta be quite a termly thing. And in the winter, I know it's much harder. Winter and autumn, it's much harder. So what I advise doing is to get a camera, and then you can make a scrapbook of what you grew the last year, the last growing season. So then you and your child, every say weekend, can just look back on all the happy, great moments that they had gardening, and that'll make them really excited to then start again the following spring, and then start another one for the next year, and just record and make a scrapbook of all the great times and good photos, colourful pictures, and it will always remind them how fun it is. Why do I keep unfolding this? I do not know. I think I've almost done. Also, I'll be doing a lot of this. I'm trying to write an e-book at the moment about this, but use fun techniques on growing cress from eggshells, and you can start beans in toilet rolls. So just I'll be putting lots of fun things that you can do to grow things, and it'll make them more creative as well for at school, and just have more fun. So yeah, that's basically it. You gotta think of a few main things: colourful, fun, inexpensive, creative, and then tasty. Just let them decide what they want to eat. Keep a scrapbook about it. Make sure that you add loads of colour to make it really interesting, and then tell them they're eating and growing magic, and then hopefully I'm sure that will encourage your child to eat healthily and grow their own food. So I'll keep you updated hopefully on my ebook that I'm trying to do. But yeah, so that's it. So thanks lots for watching, and if your child still is quite concerned about it, just tell them don't panic and grow organic. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you again soon. Goodbye.